All right, welcome to our story time. Sorry about some technical difficulties, but welcome to our second Regeneration Kids story time. Today we are reading The Garden, the Curtain, and the Cross. This is just a little bit about these stories. These are it's from the Good Book for Children, and they're tales that tell the truth. I really love these stories. They're kind of fun, they're well illustrated, and most of all, they have a really solid message. And the kids love them too. Are you ready, Elsie? Mm-hmm. You are? Okay. Do you have anybody you want to say hi to?
Hi, friends!
Why don't we... Who are you hoping will watch with you?
My friends.
Which ones?
Sophie and then Christopher and Mariana.
Yeah, those are a lot of your friends from church, huh?
Mm-hmm. I hope they happen.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. But either way, we're going to go ahead and read this book. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, The Garden, the Curtain, and the Cross. All right. A very long time ago, right here in this world, there was a garden. Look where it's pointing. Right there. Yeah. In the garden, everything was wonderful. The world was full of laughing and playing and smiling and fun. There was nothing bad ever. There was no one sad ever. And best of all, God was there. Hello, Adam. Hello, Eve. And he made it all. He was in charge of it all, and he loved it all. People could see God and speak to God and just enjoy being with God. Eve, God's here. He wants to walk with us again. How cool is that? Yay! I bet it's going to be even more amazing than yesterday. It was wonderful to live with God. But then one day... the people did a terrible thing. They decided they didn't want to do what God said. They decided they wanted a world without God in charge. God calls this sin. Sin spoils things. So sin has no place in God's wonderful garden. God said to the people, "You can't live with me in my garden anymore." And he sent them outside. And to show the people that they had to stay outside, God put up some warrior angels in front of the garden. The angels were like a big keep out sign. Can you put your hand up like a keep out sign? Yeah, Monroe's getting into it. Now things were sometimes bad, and people were sometimes sad. Have you ever been sad? Yeah. But people still kept sinning because they didn't want God to be in charge. So no one could come into God's wonderful place. God said, because of your sin, you can't enter in. Or you can't come in. God wanted people to remember, it's wonderful to live with him. But because of your sin, you can't come in. So he told the people to build a special building called his temple, where he would live. In the middle of the temple was the most wonderful place. It was the most wonderful place in the world, the place where God was, with nothing bad and nothing sad. It was very exciting. But then God told people to put up a big curtain around this wonderful place. The curtain had pictures of warrior angels on it. It was like a big keep out sign. For hundreds of years, the temple curtain reminded people that God said, "It is wonderful to live with him, but because of your sin, you can't come in." I think Momo wants up. Oh, maybe not. All right. Babies became grown-ups and had babies. And those babies became grown-ups and had babies. And those babies became grown-ups and had babies. Look at all those grown-ups and babies. That's a big tree. And hundreds of summers and winters passed by, and the keep out curtain, keep out, stayed in the temple.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta show that page. Then one day, God the Son came to live in this world as a person. He was called Jesus. Jesus always did what God said, and Jesus never sinned. And Jesus visited the temple where the keep out curtain hung. That's right, he visited the temple where the keep out curtain hung. Can you do the keep out? All right, why don't you go back onto your... Okay. Jesus knew that things were sometimes bad and sometimes sad. Jesus said that God had sent him to open the way back to God's wonderful place, where there would be nothing bad and no one sad. But people still didn't want to let God be in charge. I forgot to show that last page. But people still didn't want God to be in charge, so they decided to put Jesus on a cross to die. It was the most bad thing that ever happened. It was the most sad day of all time. But Jesus had a plan. He had always planned to die on the cross. What a strange plan. Why would God's Son plan to die? On the cross, Jesus took our sin, all the bad things we do, and all the sad things they cause, and Jesus took them all from us. And when he did, something amazing, astonishing, astounding happened. I wonder what it was. The curtain tore. God had ripped up the keep out sign. God's wonderful place is open again. Because Jesus died, we can go in. You gotta remind me to show the pages up. After Jesus died, his friends put him in a tomb. They were very sad. For 2 days, nothing happened. Then the next morning, Jesus' friends went to the tomb, went to see his body in the tomb. He's not here. And it wasn't there. A little later on, Jesus' friends were all together, and suddenly, Jesus was there, alive. Suddenly, his friends weren't sad. Now they were so happy. God had brought Jesus back to life so that he could live in God's wonderful place forever. And Jesus has sent everyone an invitation to come and live with him there too. He tells us, God says it is wonderful to live with him. Because of your sin, you can't come in, but I died on the cross to take your sin. So all my friends can come in now. We can live with God forever. There will be nothing bad and no one sad. We will see God and speak to God and just enjoy being with God, just as he planned. Yeah, that's Jesus. He goes, come on in, friends. It will be wonderful to live with him, and it's all because of Jesus. We will say every day, thank you, King Jesus. You're amazing. And you can start saying that today. What do you think Jesus does? Should we say it?
We've got some people on trying to say hi. Elena's watching. She says hi. Can you say hi to Elena?
I wonder if I can flip this around. This may be a...
I want my friends too.
There we go. All right.
Hi, Elena.
Whoops. We had everybody upside down. Oh, Elena says hi. Can you say hi?
Hi. Where's my friends?
Oh, yeah.
Audrey and
Oh, it looks like
Lana are
Audrey's watching. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And all
Yeah.
the Meisingers.
Hi.
And I think Lily was on
Oh,
there
looks
too.
like Lily's up there too, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for
Aunt
watching. Thanks for waiting through the difficulties. We tried to do it on the computer, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. So
Could we call them?
yeah, maybe we can call some friends afterwards. Anyways, thank you. We'll be back here next week. Hopefully, have some of the technical difficulties worked out. But this week, the words weren't backwards for most of it, so that's a big
Dad,
advantage.
I want to call Lily.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, and hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll look forward to seeing you back next week for more Regeneration Kids story time next Tuesday at 3 p.m. or shortly thereafter when we figure out technology and all that. But thank you all for watching.
I want to call them.